Hello everyone. Welcome as always to Leo History. I'm Adam. As you can see, today we are jumping back into Valheim. It has been a hot second since we played this game. How's everyone doing? Hello Eva. It's good to see you. And Leander. And Dragon Wolf and KJ and Blues. Welcome everyone. So, Valheim released a big giant frickin' update yesterday. The long-awaited hello Hawkeye and Cosmic. Everyone, good to see you all. So, they released the Hearth and Home update that they've been promising for a while, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff I have been waiting for. So I've got the patch notes, actually, from Iron Gate themselves. So, it's been a bit, they're a bit behind schedule from what they originally said. But, cooking and building gets a bit of extra attention. For all the builders out there, we've added a whole bunch of new build pieces and furniture, ranging everywhere from sturdy shingle roofs to a mighty stone throne. You can see that there. We've also done our best to listen to community feedback, and we'll be able to share map data, more trees, obliterate things that you don't want, spend some extra time with our giant pets, all of that. And then, also some bonuses. While many features introduced in Hearth and Home have already been revealed, not even Odin has spied some of the new features being added with the update, including something dark and mysterious that seems to spread across the plains. Brave Vikings should go and find out for themselves. And thank you, Eva. For anyone who doesn't know, Eva also streams on the Value Foundation with the University of Leiden. So, you should, if you like my stuff, you should all go over twitch.tv/value, VALUE_FND, or no underscore, sorry, VALUEFND. Go follow over there, because those streams are all real good. Those streams are real good. And so if you like my stuff, do that. Oh god, is that this weekend too, Leander? Oh no. Leander, do not let me forget. I will get access to that tonight, and that will be this weekend stream. Unfortunately, logistics, Liam is moving to this weekend, so unfortunately we will not be able to do Assassin's Creed Valhalla Siege of Paris this weekend. Stay tuned, we will get back to it, but that means we have freed up schedule for AoE 4. So don't let me forget. If you're in the Discord, pester me when stream ends, so I do that right away, okay? Cause, goddammit, it's Age of Empires, we're gonna do more Age of Empires. I did not yet sign up, so we will attempt to get in. So, stay tuned on that, but again, don't let me forget. We'll try and get that done right away. But for now, we're gonna hop into this game instead. Also, true, Eva has top tier emotes. Thirst Fox is good. Anyway, we are also, as the devs of this game have suggested, that you go into a brand new world. So we've got Hearth and Home. And we're just gonna hop in. I have a nice chill stream featuring Oktoberfest brews and good new games. Good new updates to games. Thank you. Because yeah, I have no idea if we can get into Age of Empires 4 beta at this point, but if we still have access open, you know I'm going to want to show you guys So, I'll get access and I'll let everyone know. Okay? Oh boy. World generation. Loading. Wee. Alright, it's been a hot second, so let's watch the intro again. Long ago, the Allfather Odin united the worlds, he threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held their prison to the World Tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries, this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields, the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they'll be born again in Valheim, which literally means slain world, so Valir, slain, Heim, home. But, you know, this is very much, since we've grown a bit since last time we saw that. Ooh, they have a cinematic now. Well, how fancy is that? Yo! Dragon Oaks, thank you so much for the 5 frickin' gifted subs. That is awesome. Can everyone get some PogChamps? Your Ludo History Pog. In celebration for those 5 awesome gifted subs. Ah yes, Hyun sent here to guide you in your travels, megaliths, etc, etc. Yes, Hyun? Okay. Whee! Wow, it has been a while since I popped into this. And Eva, thank you also for the tier 1 subscription. Now you have access to the entire collection of high quality medieval marginalia that make up my entire emo catalog. Well, mostly. And Dragon Oaks for the sub for yourself at tier 1. Very hype, everyone. The only one of these that is not medieval is the 19th century Ethiopian manuscript of Mary pointing a gun at people. As in, the mother of Jesus. It is even more glorious than I could imagine. Just go shoot some people. Oh boy. Stamina, please. Okay, branch. And more branches. And please don't frame rate. Game, you're better than this. So we're just gonna have to deal with all the usual problems of early games, where we have 0 things. We have 0 things, and yet are somehow going to try and endure. Oh boy. Help. Ow. Get wrecked. Mouse 3, secondary attack. This grayling is... There was a lot happening there, and by a lot I mean absolutely nothing. Hello, Luca! Awesome town. 999. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that was nothing, apparently. And... oh, mushrooms. Food. Food. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, ignore the beeping. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Runestones. Nope, not a fire alarm. It is in fact my dehumidifier. It just sounds exactly like a fire alarm. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. So I guess we're gonna need to find some carrots. Hello, hello, Riley. Welcome. Hello, yes? What do you need? Oh, I should eat. Let's see if I remember how to eat. Oh, that is... not that button. Nope, it's not that button either. I do not remember the controls. There it is. Plus 15 health, plus 15 stamina. That should help. Yes? Uh-huh. I suppose I should, you know, do that. Is it gonna let me craft? Yeah. Sweet. Fabulous. And, voila! That should let us build a whole bunch of stuff. Hello? Yes? Okay. I hear you, but I'm going to ignore that. In favor of just running around aimlessly. You know, I think everyone gets good mileage out of that thing. Which, I don't remember the shelf mark of it, but it's from a 15th century German encyclopedic manuscript. That just so happens to be perfect. Okay, yes, thank you. I'm not going to run and slowly chase down deer at the most depressing speed imaginable. Let's just get up onto a high place and then build something. Oh boy. Oh boy. Help. Climbing is hard. Well, this is okay, I guess. Where is there water? There's water back down that way. Back the opposite way. If I go straight down here, I'll eventually get down to a river. Hey. Hey. Get over here. No. Rude. Rude. Get over here. Stop running away. Honestly, you'd think that these fictional beings don't want to get murdered or something. I don't know. Oh, shut up, Riley. Anywho, obviously the beginning here is going to be... Oh. Boar? Did you just try and click, like, Sparta kick me off the edge of the cliff? That would have been very funny, but also how dare you? So, how on earth did I get over this? I clearly did. My map claims I did. I have no clue. Oh. Okay, it just goes down over here. That would do it. Well. Wet. Thank you. Maybe I can get some flint down here. That'd be nice. Hey, there's a piece. A single piece. I suppose I should go this way if I want to actually search for flint instead of going back into the canyon. You can make boars pets. I don't think there are bears to make pets, but you can make the boars pets. So we can have hogs instead of hawks. Yes, indeed it is. Hey. Hey. Where are you guys all going? Why are you all running away from me? I want happy, harmless, fun things and definitely not murder. See? Oh boy. See? Happy, harmless, fun things. Definitely no murder. Nope, no murder here. None at all. Stone, stone, stone. Still a little bit of flint, but not exactly impressed with how much flint I've gotten so far. Oh well. Should be able to go out here into the coast and then... Ooh, they've gotten to the point where we can tame wolves too. We take that. They're all good boys. Even when we have to hurt them, they're good boys. Even when they try and eat our face, they're good boys. Anyway, looks like, okay, we have... I was just complaining about the amount of flint I had, and so they appear to have heard me, and giving like 7 more pieces. It continues to be funny to me, though, that we've had 2 Viking survival-esque games come out this year in Valheim and Tribes of Midgard, and both of them, not one of them, but both of them, start us out with Neolithic, if we're generous, technology. And, well, clothing. Mostly clothing. In that there is no clothing. Right, despite both marketing as a thing that has a very specific material culture, they are both go like, what if you started wearing 0 clothes? I mean, yes, big buff burly shirtless Vikings, but at the same time, it is something that I have no satisfactory explanation for. Hello, friend Grayling. Could you not? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Why don't we clear out... Oh. Why don't we clear out some space somewhere nearby and see if we can't build ourselves a bit of a house. Maybe. True. No, Luca, that's a good explanation. When in doubt, Odin is also just horny. It to some extent is, right? Because obviously that the idea of dropping in with literally nothing is definitely a staple of the genre. But I don't know. I fully admit that there's a good chance I simply am overthinking it. Instead of worrying about, you know... well... Mouse 2 is build menu. Crafting. One of these. Hello. Huzzah. Thank you. Miscellaneous campfire? Campfire. No. KJ. KJ, there is no JK there. That is just a fact. That is 85% of what we do. I wouldn't have it any other way. And now we build this, and... well, that should be enough to get us started at least. Hardly, I'm out of wood. God dang it. That's a problem. What? No. Definitely not, Riley. You definitely can't type ! Discord in the chat right now to get a link to that Discord. No. Unthinkable. Right. That nearly squished me. So I mean, right, this game I think recognized the fact that it's weird, because they did add in the comment from Hyun that, hey, when you died you probably forgot everything, but it should come back soon. So, right, I think they did at least recognize the fact that that was really freaking weird. And we're like, what can we actually do about that? But yeah, I don't know. Something... honestly, what I'd like to see is for them to borrow from Tribes of Midgard here and have, like, starter packs. Right? When you roll up a new character, oh, you can just, like, do a starter pack. And then, the difference is, instead of having the starter packs be all random and, to be honest, all fairly useless. Instead, you have those reflect different... 26 degree, yeah. You'd have those all reflect historical, like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, professions. So, like, actual burials that have been found. And the ways people problematically use the grave goods to, no, I actually don't put that one there. Boom. Sorry, that sentence got away from me. See if we can use those, I guess, those starter packs to represent different, at least I don't like that. Different potential professions that you may have had in life. Right? So, maybe you come in with a little bit more of a... Put one there. Then we put another one there. It looks a bit dopey, but it works. Yeah, they do. Thank you. Thank you, Emmett, for filling that in. Have them reflect different historical grave goods. Yes, that's where I was trying to go with that, and I just lost track of the sentence completely. It happens. Cool. Flint axe is just better. What? Oh, I'm out of wood. Lame. I feel cold. Yes, obviously. Yes, bird? Okay. I hear you, but I need to do more. Yeah. Right, there are like 17 disclaimers that should be said about using grave goods to talk about what someone did in life. Because ultimately, right, the burial is for living people, not for the dead ones. The dead one is the person being buried, but they don't actually give a shit about what they have on the grounds of being dead. But, you know, maybe you go for a warrior burial. And so you start with an axe. You just start with one, on hand, right there. If you say, oh, well... Or you can say, just elite... Or maybe you could say, like, trader. And then you'll start off with some resources that you can sell. Or various just sorts of basic... stock of some of the basic crafting materials. Or you're a farmer, so you start with a bunch of different types of seeds. And then the important question, what would a bog body preset do? I mean, you could give it like an This is dumb. It makes no sense, but you could give it a sort of elemental resistance, like just more resistant to the cold, on the grounds of their skin has turned to leather because they are a bog. They have been in a bog. Exactly. Right? And there's some game balance things here if you don't want to give anyone anything too good. But, you know, changing the starter packs to be like that, and, you know, fine, we gotta monetize. It's the reality of the world we live in. But, ow. So these can be just things you unlock over time, and that's okay. Ow. I swear if you kill me by pushing a log into me, until I die, I will be very mad. Yeah, it should, Escudo. That this is a point. You are playing as one of the Einherjar, who are definitionally warriors, probably, for the most part, were slain in battle. And so, in practice, in this game, we may have some issues of implementation with the theming the game has already settled on. But, you know, lots of people had to get forced onto the battlefield. This is only half true. It's not fully untrue, but it's a little untrue. Right, so everyone's probably going to be elite already, but we'll just quietly pretend that that's not happening. I need more leather scraps. Can I make a bow at least? No, because I need leather scraps to get a bow. What's the other thing I need to make? Well, I can actually just upgrade these. I don't have leather scraps to upgrade the quality of that. That's okay. Yeah, there are in fact the option of the people being raided. You are not wrong. But I was also thinking, you know, not everyone who goes on raids is warrior elite. Lots of them are, but not all of them. It's not the case that everyone in the Scandinavian world went raiding. That is dramatically overstated, but there's probably like half. See ya, Eva. Thank you so much for the well wishes, and I'll see you around. Anyway, mods, can you deal with the bot there so I don't have to? Thank you. I should not stand below the tree. Just on principle, that's probably not a grand idea. Beach seeds, beach seeds. Could it be... Oh. Sorry. Anyway, who are you swinging at? Wood cutting 13, hooray! And besides, you know, another point on the we are all technically probably mostly warrior elite. The game doesn't actually acknowledge this mechanically in really any way. Right, because what of the warrior elite is going to typically involve running around doing the manual labor of, like, being an artisan, building a house. It happens, don't get me wrong. Right, there are plenty of places where, like, an Icelandic farmer comes in and then they're the ones who have to build their house. But at this, for a lot of the bigger things, you know, shipbuilding, etc., you commission it. Right? There were professional and semi-professional shipwrights. And so you had to commission it so someone can get it. Hey yo. I have upgraded. Since, yeah, you haven't been here in a while, Milky, welcome. I have upgraded to my face. Sort of. I'm almost in frame. Can I make myself more in frame? Haha. True. It would be very funny. It would be very funny on it if... Ow. Rude. I am almost dead. I should eat. I should run it back over here. I should make a cooking station. I should cook some of the food I have, and then I should eat that food. Instead of the option of just die forehead, or alternatively, eat raw meat. Let's actually, like, you know, do something vaguely smart. Miscellanea. Nope. Crafting. Okay. Cooking. Thank you. Thank you. I had to check which shirt I was wearing, but yes. Don't notice me. Bro. Bro, it's fine. They could in fact do that, KJ. Monetization and historical argumentation are not mutually exclusive. Spend money, be more elite in life, or, you know, grind for fake in-game currency, and then spend it. Until all of a sudden, you find out that you are actually, like, King, Haukon, or something. Haukon the first? Haukon the First. And then, surprise, surprise, as it turns out, you were secretly Christian the whole time. And therefore you build a Stavkirke in Valheim in order to... Oh, do stuff? For the sake of having built one, mostly. Eikthyr is up that way. That's probably not super handy. Exactly. Note, I am actually referencing something real here, more or less. In that, there's the poem Haukonanral, written by King Haukon's personal friend Eyvindur, that tells of King Haukon the Good's trip to Valhalla with a Valkyrie, and Odin prepares the table to seat him at right next to him, even though King Haukon was Christian. He did tell the nobles they were allowed to bury him however they felt like, in whatever tradition they felt like, and the nobility were mostly still pagan. So, it's not like they were actively disrespecting him. He did say it was fine. But, at the same time... No. Stop running. Dear? Dear? Fine. Be that way. Ah. I am going the wrong direction. I have gotten myself thoroughly turned around. I'm being sneaky. Oh, come on. What part of it I'm being sneaky was it hard for you to understand? I swear they don't want me to be sneaky. Hey, get over here. Huh? What did I hit? Because it clearly wasn't that deer. I don't have a pickaxe yet either, do I? I should work on getting one of those. Okay, that deer is gonna swim into the ether. Everyone will leave it to its fate. Hopefully it doesn't have the same stamina rules I do. That would get very awkward very fast. Gotta upgrade my punch. Punch, 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 punch. See? Unarmed 6. Oh. Ow. Rude. 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 Okay, seriously, did I not mark where my... Did I not mark where my house was? Well, I can't even really call it a house, but, did I not mark where my whatever it was? That was foolish of me. I didn't think it was this far south. No, it's totally not. I just can't see anything because of all this darned mist. Oh no. Oh no. This is the worst. Oh, who decided this was a good idea? I mean, mostly, I mean, the answer is me, by the way. I decided this was a... This was a good idea. But that's not really the point. Yes, bird. Thank you. Very helpful of you, bird. Exactly, right? Luckily we are not in the plains. There it is. Okay, map. Marker? Let me mark. Okay, I have arrived. Thank you. I wish to put a pin. Pin. Thank you. It's actually pretty nice for a hovel. Yes, quite. Upgrade quality. Upgrade quality. Craft. First things first. We go... first thing second, we shall see if there are more pigs over here that will drop more leather. Sorry. Exactly. I have heard that there are funky slime things somewhere in the area. And that they, when we get up into the plains, they're going to cause problems. But, right by the sea here, we don't have to worry about funky stuff like that. I'll be curious to see what the slime things are. Because, right, this is a game that has, honestly, very little, too hard. Oh. Very little worry about remaining proximate to Scandinavian folklore. They just kind of do whatever the heck they want. They do it well, don't get me wrong. Not a bad thing. They just do whatever they want. Okay, seriously, I just want one more pig. I need one more leather scrap. One tiny more leather scrap. Ah, it's too late. They're 100% charcoal. 100% chance of charcoal already. Which is almost intentional. Getting up this will be interesting. Run! Run! Also, we can see if we can build anything else, like wood piles, rock piles, stuff like that. And then I saw there was a pre-built structure. Hey, there's what I'm looking for. This whole time, I just had to wait for another one to spawn up here. Leather scraps. That gives us a bow. Leather scraps mean more bows. Or the first bow. Charcoal. Very helpful with it. Suppose I can drop one of those there. I can. Hooray. There's like all of my wood gone. Have to harvest more of that. Now that we can actually, see again. Nope. That one. Once again, I am standing below the thing while trying to cut it down. It continues to really not sound ideal, does it? Nailed it. Get wrecked. And... maybe? Okay. Oh, 100% KJ. I would always sacrifice. I would always sacrifice, the accuracy of cooking for the sake of gameplay here. Because doing otherwise would be unbelievably frustrating. Okay. That gives me 20 arrows. Which is not a ton of arrows, but it's enough arrows. Oh. Okay. Next stage here is definitely starting to think about building out the rest of the house. I could eat more. Thank you. And then when I have the rest of the house, then it's time to start thinking about what's next. Probably trying to domesticate, I don't know that I have a carrot. But I need something to be able to try and domesticate the boars, and I don't know that I've got the right pieces to do that. That's alright. If I had something like, also a way of actually catching birds, there's more I might be able to do there, too. Say, is this? It sure is. Well, well, well. Not what I want to do. None of those are what I want to do, actually. I appear to not have a great shovel choice at the moment. Until I kill Eikthyr, I don't think I have a great way to dig down. Because I think it's the antler pickaxe is like the first thing I get that can dig down. So. We'll have to just sort of deal without that for a bit longer. It shouldn't take too much more for us to be able to take on Eikthyr. I would like to get a few things. No. A bunch more arrows, for one. Shield and spear for a second. Something resembling a house for a and a bed with a spawn point for a third. That's quite a few things. We've got a fair bit to do here before we're done. But that's okay, because it's nice and relaxing. And we can enjoy the fact that, you know, even if our person makes some weird choices, the environment here is gorgeous. On the spot a tree fell on my head and I cursed the gods. So I leave this down in praise of them that they may forgive my reckless words. Ah, that's fair. That's just reasonable. Ugh, I'm just gonna start feeling cold soon, aren't I? And I still don't have... Where did I see it? There, that's what I saw. Yoink. Yoink. Yoink? Also, boom. Oh. Why did you let me destroy the one thing, but not the rest of it? Shame, shame, shame. And that's basically dead, so, I wish I had remembered how to, you know, better repair things. It has been too long since I played this, though. That's an oak tree in it. Yeah. Too hard. Frustrating. Leather scraps, hooray. Wow. It's real pretty. Look how pretty it is. Sliding. Oh no. We're good. Phew. We did it. Okay. Yeah, that's about right, Cosmic. I did not realize it was that steep, or that I was gonna go wee so far. Repair? Let me... there. I remembered how that worked, eventually. Wood shield requires leather scraps. Everything frickin' requires leather scraps around here. Six? Did they fix leveling? Please tell me they fixed leveling. They sort of fixed leveling? Well, I'll be so happy if they Well, it's better. It's a little better. Oh well, it'll be plenty good enough for what we're trying to do right now. Door. And thatch. Actually, let's do another half-size wall on top of this part. One, two, nope. Yeah, they do. I just don't have enough. I just haven't gotten enough boars anywhere for how much I'm trying to do with leather scraps. Well, it's basic, but... No, I don't think I like that. Firstly, these are all weirdly disjointed. But secondly, we can just have a raised center. We don't need to put the raised bits on everything. We can just do the center. Could you line up though? Thank you. I have no idea if this is going to work out at all, by the way. Just so we know. Just so we are all clear. I have literally no clue if this is going to do what I wanted to do, or if it's going to turn into a horrible, tragic failure. That goes up too high, doesn't it? Is there a... I still need one, just want a flat piece for my roof. Ultimately. What it boils down to is that I really just want a flat piece. Ah, well. Can I do something janky with one of these? Probably not. But maybe. It is janky, that's for sure. That's flooring. Turns out if you put flooring on your roofs, your flooring tends to break. Ah well. Embrace the jank. Shame. It was going to look so cool too. And now it'll only look okay. Let it be known, the difference is just that now it will look merely okay. Still won't look bad. Just okay. We could run a beam across the bottom of this, or maybe in between these? Does that look right? That does look right. Style points. Perfect. Exactly. We're going to pretend that's free ventilation and definitely isn't just a mistake. Oh. Alright, see you later, Riley. I'll admit, I was hoping that they at least gave us the option for a more grid-based system, but hopefully just some of the new crafting materials will let us do a little bit more. Because that would be really handy. Just a little bit more precision to do non-straight lines would be incredible. I don't know if we'll get it, but we can hope. Hello? Stump? Stump. Okay, that's 10 more wood. Just like 2 wood, that's not enough wood. Give me more beach. It's so relaxing. You wouldn't think that a game that was nearly close. Anyway, you wouldn't really think that a game about, you know, playing as one of the slain being sent to take out the enemies of Odin would be so genuinely relaxing. But here we are, continuing to be surprised. Cool. That should be enough to get me one more. Well, not really one more so much as a bunch more. And the improvements to arrows. Oh, this actually looks okay. I thought this was going to look way worse. It's kind of a problem if, you know, we get a bit too enthused. Actually, this needs to be this one. This needs to be this one. And then we can drop something in, sort of pretend to fill that out. One, two. I will need to carve a hole in this somehow. Kind of a problem. Don't know how I'm going to manage that. Unless if the holes on the sides end up being enough. I don't know that they'll end up being enough. I don't know that they'll not end up being enough. This can go there. Maybe that will be enough. And then we might actually leave these. Just two little nubs. Objectively fairly bad house design. But also I think they're cute. Also, it would look bad to do it pretty much any other way. It would look fairly objectively terrible to do it any other way, so, that's how we are going to do this. Cool. That's a lot of smoke. Bed. Thank you. Chest. Another. Fine. Fine. Yes. Thank you. Well, exactly. I think it looks quite nice. There's a little bit of jankiness. There's just a little bit. But it could look a lot worse. And there's no fire alarm going off because apparently these holes are just enough. So... we are going to go in search of... deer? Probably deer, because we need those. The boar trophies do not help me get to Eikthyr. So... this is not... at the moment a multiplayer server. Zikinit, thank you for asking. We're just exploring what some of the new features are, see how the experience has changed. Thus far, not at all. But if you guys like this and we've got some people with the game, we can absolutely do more multiplayer in the future. Do some big builds. Or retry our biggest build. After we do a few streams of actually getting progress, to be able to do that one correctly this time. Yeah, I've got some jumping I'm noticing that just in the single player, where there are some problems of it just lagging and then teleporting me. Just a little bit, but I am definitely seeing that problem too, and it makes... oh, Jesus. It makes sense. Ah, darn drop. Oh, thank you. I didn't kill you. Huh. Interesting. Well, all I can say to that is hopefully they get that patched out soon. Because that is weird, and for such a social game, that would be very sad. To have it plagued with problems long term. Oh, dear. Dear, don't run away. Dear. Ah. That still is... hey, I got it. I thought for sure I was still off base. And that gives me the leather that I needed for a whole bunch of things. Perfect. You know what's missing from the game, at least in the early stages? Moves. Right, maybe they're just in late areas and I just never got in a world that far. But you know I'd love to add some moves to our deer. A little bit of wildlife diversity. I mean, obviously deer are super important and more common in Scandinavia than moose are, but there are moose in Scandinavia. And moose are a great way to go, hey, you know what? What if you had to hightail it out of there, being chased by something that can run at 30 miles an hour and stands 9 feet tall? Because they just have no fear. Well, I know Eikthyr is pretty badass, as your Chain Lightning Metal move, or Metal Deer. But what... What if Eikthyr was a moose? Oh, Duad Norska? So many raspberries. And is this plains now? It totally is. No? I want to see what the new slimy things are. Because I've been promised slimy things. And, I don't want to be underwhelmed. Well, that worked. Deer? Did I hear a deer? I hear a deer somewhere. I hear a grayling somewhere too. Exploding pig. Oh good, another pre-built. Structure. And more... Ooh, sorry. More pigs over here. Darn it. Ow. Anything? No? Just some crummy beds. Okay. Well, we are nowhere close to home. So this should be exciting. To first home? First home. I've got a feeling we'll have to build several of these. As we're going through. Oh, almost nighttime though. Let's get out here and we can watch sunset. Come on. Fabulous. Praise the sun. Now claims I'm hungry again. Oh, we got great life. Okay. It's so pretty. This game does such a fabulous job. Of being very pretty. Well, we are at capacity, so I suppose I should probably, you know, start heading up this way again in order to drop off everything. Oh, Zakanit, I totally agree. Fabulous game. I'm glad you got to experience it for the first time, because it's an experience everyone should get at least once. But now that you have seen it, if you're curious, I did a playthrough not that long ago. So I've got a YouTube channel where all the, same name as the Twitch stream here, where all the VODs get uploaded, and it's in a playlist right there, if you want to see my experience as a professional medieval historian playing that game. Because it is real good and deserves all of the praise it has gotten over the many years. And it does the history in a really funky, cool way. As in fact, is this game. Oh. Fine. Kaboo. I need to be careful. I know I'm exactly at capacity on. Huh. Everything. I keep being surprised by how enormous this valley is. Really shouldn't be. I mean, this is exactly what... Well, almost exactly. This is the platonic ideal of what a river should do to a landscape. Textbooks would be jealous of how perfect the V of this valley is. Oh dear. Let me out. Yeah, you know, Zakon, you probably have played this game far, far more than I have, but I do thoroughly enjoy this game. And once you get going, right? We played this a couple times when it first came out, and when we got going with the boat going out on an adventure, it's a real good feeling. So I was excited to dive back in. Survival isn't usually my genre, though. It's just... Oh, hello. Don't move. Yeah, carrying too much. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to walk. Boo. I don't know. We're gonna heavy walk. No, we're not actually gonna heavy walk. I'm just gonna drop these. We're gonna run and drop the rest of them off up the coast here. We'll come back out to the point. We'll grab the wood. Oh. Oh. Well, maybe we won't worry about the wood if there's a bigger stack closer to me. The boats were so much fun. Don't mind me. Oof. Poof. Now what can we put in the chest? Some feathers, and some beef seeds, and some flint, and these, and these, and these. Number 3 thing, stone pile. Ta-da. And cool, there's one of the 2 I need for that. I need to make some more. I don't know if it'll actually let me, but takes 60 or high to make that. So it takes 6 to make any of these. Okay. Shame. When in doubt. Hooray! We get to wear pants now. And yeah, I would agree. Being able to climb Yggdrasil would be amazing. Being able to just get to... Oh, I am in fact smoked. I was standing inside the fire, to be fair. I have no idea either. I haven't played in a while, but there's no mentions of it doing it. That made it sound like I can have bad dreams now. That'd be funky. Okay. Meanwhile... $30 wood. And more resin. I wonder what happened there. What are my other options? So egg theater is up there. We could get on the coast this way. We can get across the water. That looks a bit far to try and swim. That still is playing though. 4? 4. 4. Please. Another board trophy. How pointless. Everyone swimming here. Oh boy. Well, that was close. That was way too close. Dear. Kaboom. Kaboom. Hooray! We got more deer hide. We need a lot more deer hide. And importantly, one more trophy, if I remember correctly. Oh, let's see if... Should eat one of those. Lots of stamina. A little bit less health. I'm cool with that. Gives me quite a bit to work with. Deer? Any deers? I didn't think there would actually be deers. Okay. Fair play. You know what I didn't get anymore of? Arrows. Indeed. Very much the language of Terra Nullius. Right? Actually, that matched pretty closely to early descriptions of Iceland. Well, I say early. 12th century accounts of what the first people to Iceland reported. Is how I should say that. Dang it. That's a deer trophy. Let's go. I should be pretty much ready to take on egg there. I definitely would like to have a spear and a shield at this point, because those are in fact both good. We got plenty of boar leather scraps from these boars to be able to do that, I think. I hope. And I can make one more piece of armor, make a bunch of arrows, and then go take on a chicken coop. There were not deer. But what the descriptions say is that it was completely from the sea way up into the mountains. Filled with birch trees, and that there were uncountable numbers of fish and birds and foxes. That's sort of the main terrestrial animal. But primarily what we're looking at is overflowing with fish. And in fact, overflowing with fish in particular seems to be one of the default things in the Icelandic sagas for a paradisical place. So in Vinland, right, there's talk of a whole bunch of... What? Anyway, when Leif Erikson and his brother-in-law Thorfinnur goes to Vinland, according to the saga of Eric the Red, the thing that's particularly relevant at first is not, oh, we are drowning in deer and other animals to hunt, but that it is plentiful of fish. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, just don't move. Just want to try to bet. What did I just say? Thank you. Dang nabbit. Didn't notice that there were deer. Way too low. I have to try and stalk them back. So, anyway, when Thorfinnur and his crew first arrive, they're in two different ships. And when they first get there, things start okay, but then, quite rapidly, the fish all disappear. Oh. I am out of arrows. Well, that's a problem. Hey, get over here. So, after all the fish just, like, disappear and they're all like, oh crap, we're starving, one of the people, the only, according to the saga, the only pagan person, right, everyone else at that point in Greenland had at least everyone who also went on the trip to Vinland, had converted to Christianity at the urging of Leif Erikson. But this one guy still hadn't. And so he prays to Thor for deliverance, and a very strange whale appears. And everyone's just like, huh? What is this whale? Even Thorfinnur, who supposedly was very good at knowing what whale was what, because that is a valuable and marketable skill in today's economy. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what that one is. And so, they eat it and everyone gets very sick. This is not an edible, solidly not an edible whale. And I'm like, well, crap. They did not, however, know, where it came from. So they went to the one guy who was begging. I was like, what did you do? And I was like, haha, I prayed to Thor for deliverance. And see, didn't he give us such good food? And they're like, oh, shit. And so they all burn the remainder of the whale and do an impromptu confession, and everyone starts praying, and then God goes like, yeah, okay. And a whole bunch of fish miraculously appear in the bays of Canada, and with that, then they're like, oh yeah, perfect. We have now been delivered. No problem. Ooh, and Zakana, one of my close Sami friends said in the 1800s, 200,000 wolfskins were exported every year from Stockholm. Yeah, that checks out with, I'm not super familiar with 19th century Scandinavian history. Medieval is far more my jam. But, that definitely checks out on size, unfortunately. Wolfskin was actually very popular for the 19th century fur trade. Which is grim, because they're now very much endangered. And that is, turns out is... What? No, how did that miss? Kaboom? Thank you. Oh, yeah, I mean, that we're talking... But think about how much area that is, right? We're talking millions of deer and millions of wolves, but over the entirety of the Scandinavian area. Definitely is a case of it where it sounds like it's a ridiculous amount. And then we think about just how many square kilometers we're looking at, and then maybe it's not... The density still doesn't have to be all that high in order to get those levels. Ow. Come on, stop running away. Rude. Come on, I want to punch the boar to death. Stop running away, Mr. Boar. I wish to punch you to death. Apparently I was punching a rock, and my fingers weren't bleeding, so... Is it that low? Jesus. Under 80 wolves in the entire country of Norway? That's bad. Not gonna lie. That's pretty bad. Not that wolves in the US here are doing a whole lot better. But they're better than that. I know Italy has a big wolf reintroduction program going on too, which is pretty rad. Wolves are now more widespread than they've been in like 150 years in central Italy, which is really good news. Czech Republic has gotten lynx back fairly recently after the entire being driven to extinction in the country. Okay, how much of everything have I got? I've got enough to do both a tunic and a helmet. Fabulous. Wooden shield. Arrows. More. What do you mean inventory full? 20 out of 100. What? Yeah. Go away. Okay. Sure, fine, whatever. Upgrades. I don't have enough wood, because I used it all to make arrows. Well, that makes sense. I guess. This is a fixable problem. At least 1,000 in Michigan? Okay. Yeah, and the Yellowstone herd is is over 100 strong, I think. And there's a couple other herds in Idaho these days too, though. There's a lot of pressure to make it legal to hunt them again, even though it shouldn't. Even though there shouldn't be. Anyway, let's upgrade the shield, and then I think I've got enough. I've got 5 deer trophies. Oh, I've totally got enough to fight Eikthyr. So we just need to cook a whole bunch of food. A whole bunch of food. So, upgrade. And upgrade. Awesome. That should give me everything I need. Not quite. I wanted to look into making better who's it? I wanted to look into making better arrows. That's what I was going for. Flint head arrows. Awesome. 20 of those. Cook a whole bunch of meat. Whole bunch of meat. See what all we can cook. Also, see if I can avoid smoking myself out. That'd be good. And then we can sleep, and then... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a delicacy somewhere. But, I'm not sure I want to be associated with whoever thinks that smoked Viking person is a delicacy that we're claiming it is. Cooked deer meat. I do not have any cookable items. Well, that's fair. Anyway, there was a comment earlier that the whale sounds an awful lot like that shark. Which was a reference to the Icelandic quote-unquote delicacy. Well, we're talking about questionable food decisions. The Icelandic quote-unquote delicacy, known as, Hákarl. And Hákarl is officially, smoked? Well, no, it's not smoked. Is cured Greenland shark. Which sounds bad. Right off the bat, sounds not ideal. But then, the thing is, Greenland sharks can live to be over 200 years old. The oldest we found is about 400 years old. Because they have an extremely low heart rate, and they live in very cold water. And so there's so much urea in their blood to keep it from freezing that you have to bury it for a year in order for all of it to break down into ammonia. And so it is effectively it's buried so that it ferments instead of rots. So it's fermented year-old Greenland shark. In truth, it is a delicacy that exists in this point, primarily, though not exclusively, to troll tourists. On a boat car from Darkwood, beneath ragged sails, you lie with your arms folded across your chest. Blurred faces like thumbprints on the darkness croon familiar songs. Ah, they're doing this shit. Boo. Sorry, quick interruption from our questionable food choices for the Viking ship burial. Thing is, there's nothing Viking about the Viking ship burial. There is no evidence to speak of ships being pushed out to sea as part of a burial ritual. There's plenty of uses of ships as places of burial. Right, that's not the same thing. But they'll tend to either be cremated on land, or they will be interred in land. Both were practiced in the Viking Age. Either way, it happens on land. The one case of a thing we would recognize as a true Viking ship burial is mythological, the burial of the god Balder. That's like the only one. We have like no evidence to otherwise indicate that this was a widespread or really even present practice. Now back to the terrible food. Because you know what would make the terrible food even more terrible? Pairing it with an equally foul drink. And yet, here we are. Here we very, very much are. Dried cod is really good. Yeah, beer is good. I'm not gonna dispute you there. Beer is quite good. I've got a lovely Oktoberfest brew right now. But they didn't do that. No. Bog water is significantly closer. But, no. The traditional, again, there are some people that still eat this on festive occasions. They use a different version than what you can get in shops. Of everything. Right? In no way, shape, or form is the version that you are getting, in shops comparable to proper rural Icelandic Haukat. But the appropriate pairing is Brennivin, literally burned wine, but it's actually Angelica Schnapps, or Angelica Aquavit, I should say. So, not at all sweet, distilled, fermented Angelica. Now, the water that's used as a base is not bog water because Iceland has the best water in the world, period. And our lovely, lovely glacial... I need to go here and go here and then do this. Right, the water is all glacial filtered through the lava. So it's great. But then they paired it with Angelica and distilled it. And oh man, is that not ideal. We're just gonna leave it as not ideal. Well that got fancy. Oh, shit. Yep, this has not gotten better for me. Ow. 5, 8. Please. Where did you go? Oh well, this is easy. I'm actually not too worried about this. Ow. I should be more worried about this. But I'm doing plenty of damage. I should be also practicing my rolls a bit better. Locked. Severely minimize my damage. Suppose I should have, like, trained that skill up a bit before now. And... ow. Luckily, I'm taking all that damage on my stamina, not on my... mostly. On my health, so, we're fine. Ow. That was in fact on my health. God, Aether's design is so cool. And just the raw environmental devastation that this... this deer is able to do. Just absolute slaughter. Come on. Get over here. Nee. One more hit, come on. I believe. Thonk. Yay! You do, KJ, but, and hear me out here, if you are able to make the trees land on it, instead of landing on you, then you're thinking big brain, because that does do damage to Aether. Sweet. You guys didn't have enough of it, right? Well, that felt bad. 5, 8. Oh, that was so close. That was so close to great. Darn. Ow. Still ow. Shh. Tree. Also, I will say, shields are still really strong in this. I thought they nerfed shields. Not they have done something to actually, you know, meaningfully be a nerf. Right. That was a boulder just flew over my head. Cinematic moments. Unless have they done something else to change it? The shield has taken basically no damage despite being a piece of wood, effectively. And a not very well built piece of wood. Standing in between me and a deer that is like 4 times my size and many times my body mass. Just throwing that out there. Okay. And also lightning. To be fair, the shield does not stop the lightning. I did notice that. If I got hit by the lightning, it didn't actually matter. I was gonna be in pain anyway. But still. Good fight. Good boss design. Big fan. Nope, there's no way I make that. No way, no how. So let's go where it's narrower. Oh. Well, that's okay. Let's see. So the Black Forest is down south. Which would have enough oomph for me to... Well, I should have enough oomph there to not die from that. Dear? You okay? I mean, obviously not anymore, but, you seemed not okay before I hit you. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's take a look at what we can do with a pickaxe first. Because I'm pretty sure it should be time for the Black Forest, just because that's where copper deposits are. And we need those to do everything. Which is somewhat unfortunate. Oh good, you are working correctly. As much as it irritates me the fact that you guys run away like crazy, it's far weirder when you don't. Ah, yes. I'm sorry, I'm breaking down the latrine. Cause, I see a chest. I see a chest right there. And I want it. Okay then. Really? Really now? For real? Cool. You love to see it. I spend all that time and all that effort, and for my troubles I still have to jump in order to get to it, because it just frickin' flies away. Realistic game physics. When I try to build, it will just like insta-eat my things if I get a pixel too high. But those were full on flying. Okay, yes. I hear you. And I hear you, I just want to attach item. Thank you. Ah, baby, sir. I've talked about that particular symbol enough times. I don't feel the need to do it again. Because I'm sure I'll talk about it plenty more times. At least people do seem to understand that it is a Wayfinder charm, even if they still think it's Viking, right? At least it's not just present now, where it makes absolutely no sense. It's just where it makes literally no sense. Yup, I know, I've got a lot of gearing up to do, but first, I need, since I killed the Aether twice, I need to stop by house and see what I can make. Firstly, repair everything. Oh, I never did even. I didn't notice, or I wasn't paying attention to notice. But I may have possibly Oh. Where are they going with that? Possibly going way more than I need to? What? What? I've got... Oh. You picked these. Go away. Antler pickaxe. Hooray. The flint knife doesn't matter. Fire arrows. Meh. Meh. What? How? You've got open spots for them. Look, right there. What do you think these are? I guess... Cool. We'll pick up the trophy again later. Boom. We now have the trophy again. I need to make another... do I have enough wood for that? No, I do not. Okay. Yay. That's what I get for dropping off those 50 wood. Build that and build that. Okay. Board trophy, acre trophy. Actually, I want to put this in spot 4. Deer trophy. Trophies. Trophies. You've got more resin there, but screw it, I actually want those. Honeycomb, cool, food. Not food. Crafting materials. Equipment corner. Okay. What else can I build here? Tanning rack, I don't have enough of anything to do that. Fair enough. A boat. I can build the crappiest boat that has ever been. Yes, bird. Yes, bird. Thank you. I was already aware, but I appreciate the suggestion. Hooray. Oh, I'm gonna burn through this fast, aren't I? Sir. Sir, there is no reason for this. No reason whatsoever. Honestly. Here I am, just trying to casually, like, clear out the spots around my house. You know, just make it look decent. Not asking for too much. And then before I know it, They're grey dwarves rocking up. Acting like I'm doing something terrible. Honestly, quite rude of them. That's not important or helpful at all. More rocks, cool. Poof. Happen. Not that there's a path to anywhere, but that's not really the point. Repair everything, and quickly sleep. You stand the prow of a leaping ship, the soul straight before you on the joyful streak of gulls above. I was drinking, so I didn't catch the rest of it. Three. Where was their boat? Boat requires resin. That's it? That's all boat requires? I've got resin. I've got resin in here. Even though this boat is actually atrocious, right? This is a trash boat by every metric of the word trash boat. But a bad boat is better than no boat. So. Really? Really? Honestly. Hello? What? Is it gonna work itself out? Is it gonna go out to sea? Is it gonna... Remind me what direction things... Oh dear, we might be here a while if I don't push it free of these rocks. I'm glad they're notifying us when the game's gonna lag terribly. It's very kind of them. Push. No. Push a little bit more. Get clear of the sandbar. Get clear of the thing. Getting there. Definite progress. Well, and of course we are going straight into the wind. I feel so good about this. Adventure! The idea was sound. The sandbars weren't. It's not my fault that the entire coast is currently directly into the wind. I just want to use a boat. Oops. Hi, could you let me up? The idea, once again, is that the execution is really not. The elegant age of sail power. The wind just has to turn a little bit. Or we have to turn a little bit, but we have to turn a little bit anyway. And we are turning to be less directly against the wind. It's just not a fast process. The raft is not very good, y'all. But now that we are no longer assaulted by wind in terrible directions, we can make our way down the coast. A grand success. Did you believe, chat? You shouldn't have. Oh, this is going to be actually really annoying to get free. Oh, crap. Try to have a swell breaking us loose. This might be difficult. Alternatively, I nail it in one, and we're back on our way. See? Flawless. Definitely didn't almost screw that up for no discernible reason. Nope, not me. I'd never do something like that. Never, ever, ever. I am wet. I am on a boat. What did you expect? Look at how venturesome we are. Going almost as fast as we're able to go. Hopefully the wind turns before we have to get back, though, because otherwise we're going to be in for a time. Anyway, we're trying to go where you can see those pine trees way off in the distance, right above the top of the mast. That's where we're going. So, You may as well enjoy being on a boat. Just how gosh darn pretty this is. Right. I mean, who honestly, when they roll up the character creator and see this potato of a human being? Who goes, oh yeah, oh. Friend? Friend. Don't do this to me. I can't take you from there. Honestly. Right, I mean, you can see the pixels on this texture of the boat. And you can see the entirety of the resolution of this dude. Who honestly loaded in on their first playthrough and thought that this was going to be the frickin' skybox? That's a lot of health, not a lot of stamina. And let's aim for this nice open bit of coast here. That seems wise. But remind me, we're going to back it in so that we can get out of dodge quickly when we need to. Because we might need to. This place don't mess around. Wow, this is actually a lovely bay. This is pretty much ideal. It would be so... I totally agree. It would be extremely cool. I mean, while there's really nothing in the Norse corpus to suggest that Yggdrasil was viewed to be this magnificent, honestly, there's just not... not a whole lot there that actually suggests that. But who cares? Because... darn it, it looks awesome here. Come on. Give me the chest. This is a ship setting. I know what that means. You know I know what that means. No? No? You're gonna be hard-headed about it. Fine, we'll leave the dead their dues. Fine. I mean, definitely, right, to a modern practitioner, the tree has far more significance than it ever appeared to have to the medieval practitioners of Norse religions. And that's okay. Right? I want to be eminently clear that that is totally not a big deal. But, and to those people, it's probably extremely grand, spanning a whole bunch of worlds. In reality, or in the medieval conception of it, everything we have kind of suggests it's just a really fucking big ash tree. Which is majestic, don't get me wrong. But if you've ever been to the Redwoods, you know exactly how majestic a super big fuck off tree can be. It's just that, you know, the conception of what the worlds are have changed, and the conception of what the symbols that survive in the descriptions of mythology have also changed. That's not a problem by any metric for really anyone, unless if you're needlessly pedantic and or a professional. Regrettably, I am the second one of those things. So I try and be careful about, you know, my descriptions, because I am not a needless pedant. I just am a professional. Anyway. And naturally that colors my experience and how I think about Norse mythology and the entities therein. Oh boy. Glad I got off the boat before the storm rolled in. That would have sucked. That would have really sucked. Oh, redwoods are so great. The redwoods are exactly as magnificent as you imagine them to be. Oh, crap. Trailing. And these are just wood. That's what I thought. I need to locate copper. I'm far enough inland, I should... I don't think this is, but it looks weird, so I'm going to keep hitting it until I find out. Ah, it's just done. And of course it's foggy now, so I can't see a damn thing. And meadows again. I have hit the border. That is a really small black forest. That is a really bloody small black forest. That's stone. That's stone. Meadows again. Holy moly. Like, I have spent... That stone. Well, I'm glad the storm was fast. Jeez. And it's made everything super fucking humid. So now there's a fog that's come up and I can't see anything. So I can't spot where the things I need are. And I need so many of them. Ah, crap. Apparently there's a dungeon nearby. Apparently. Found it. Delves and dungeons can be found across the 10th world. They are monuments of the past and most often filled with riches of civs long lost. Bring a light source. Ow. At least they're coming nicely one at a time. I grab their swords instead of the bone fragments, like honestly. You think it wouldn't be that... I think it wouldn't be that hard of an ask. Oh, we've got both? Okay, let me in so I can break this spawner, please. I broke the spawner! Hooray! I'm only almost dead. Yoink. 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 Thank you, world save. $56. Rubies, thank you. Yellow mushroom. Yellow mushroom. You saw nothing. Crap. You saw nothing. God, this place is huge. I didn't stagger you? No. Fine. Okay, so there's a dead end there. Gotta say, I feel like these owe a lot to Skyrim. Well, frankly, not being as meticulously crafted as some of those dungeons. There's nothing else this way. This is the main room. So what if I open this? I get the spooky sound that says I'm in trouble. What else do I get? Surprise! Surprise, motherfucker. Can you guys see a darn thing? Oh, right. I got the brightness on my end up high enough that I can sort of see. But can you guys see anything right now? Well, probably right now you can. But you know what I meant. Now, to be fair, the thing we're doing is, well, even if it's inspired by a far more Skyrim-y tradition, the thing we are doing is extremely dangerous in its closest analog in Old Norse. Because there is a fairly close analog in the mound raiding. This is a common trope in like the legendary sagas in particular, but there may be a broader actual like religious ritual tradition underlying it that has only poorly survived. But, you know, probably the most famous example of a mound being broken open comes from Hearth saga. Particularly thank you, Lowy Thistles. As the heroine, Hervor, in the guise of a man, breaks into her father Angantir's graveyard, which is surrounded by fire on the island of Samsa, I believe. Oh, I have no room in the inventory for those. What can I usefully get rid of here? I'm gonna usefully get rid of that. Nailed it. Hmm. Oh god, if you poison me, I'm going to be so mad. If I die to this, I'm going to be very upset. Um, it's not gonna... It's gonna vibe with the fact that you are very on fire? Really? Come on, light each other on fire. It'll be funny. Even though this is totally going to break my torch. Since it's daytime again, top priority is to get to a spot where I can build a crafting bench and a little hovel. Like right here. And then maybe, I don't know, a couple of these around. Just to light up the spot. Sort of the minimum required for one of these. Really? Is this whole thing? Is the whole thing gonna pop out from underneath me? Yep. Sure is. Tss. Why are these not lining up? These should clip into place. Come on, clip into place. Not that much higher than ground level. Come on. Fine. Well, that's another crafting table, not what I actually wanted to be building. Okay, so now station is still too exposed? Well, okay. Fine. Ow. It could be a really cool house. It's not going to be a cool house, but it's got potential. Oh, shit. Ow. You gonna stop? Okay. If you're gonna explode on me... That was close. Anyway, while we're mining, to finish up the story of the Hog Buoy, i.e. a mound dweller, when Herver breaks in, her father is in fact still alive, and is what's known as a mound dweller, aka a revenant. And he's like, are you sure you want this sword? I don't think you want this sword. This sword is super duper cursed. Right, like, you do not want this. It will not end well for you. And she's like, yeah, but what if you gave it to me anyway? And so they have a big whole discussion about whether or not he should give her the sword out of his grave mound that he has been caretaking, so that it won't super curse anyone else. This is all while he's dead, by the way. He's just a zombie, as one does. Extremely sentient, articulate zombie. And eventually, he gives up and gives her the sword, and great sorrows follow it. And that is the glorious tradition that Valheim's Delves and Dungeons puts itself in. Which is maybe not the one it was aiming for. That may not have been the intention it wanted, it's just the one that it got. Now, Black Forest. Please give copper sooner rather than later. Like, I really want it. Like, I don't know where the tin is going to be. Right now I'm far enough inland that I just want copper. It's not a big ask. Well, this looks promising. Maybe not. Maybe not so much. Oh, this is another something. Is this a troll? Well, maybe you'll aggro on me so I can fight you in a spot that's not atrocious. What is my... Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Jesus. Ow. That was a troll. I just wandered into a troll's house and acted all surprised. when it responded by attempting to commit death. Seriously. Well, that's not great. Ah. Ow. Hit me from behind. Run. Don't run in straight lines, because even they can hit you if you run in straight lines. Today has gone from bad to worse. Run. Ow. No. That's what I don't want. Well, this is an interesting experiment in kiting. Lots of kiting, very little of anything else. Oh no, not a world save. Anything but that. I'm not prepared for everything to lag out horribly. Okay, there, we got a couple of them. Hopefully this means that we are able to start healing up again. Okay, now it's just the one left. But I didn't, thank you, Zikanash, for the follow. That is well deserved after somehow I didn't die. I was sure I was dead. I was like 150% sure I was not going to make it out of that. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. I appreciate the follows. Ow. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Ow. Very ow. Oh no. I can't kite hard enough. Well, I might be able to kite hard enough. I'm very good at kiting. Sag. Well, given that I'm now completely resourceless, brought back in with effectively nothing to my name. Effectively nothing to my name. Gonna have to do the fun run back, but we're gonna do that fun run back, not right now. We are in fact gonna call it on that rather depressing death. We are going to call it a night. Thank you. So, we will absolutely be playing more of this. I want to see where all it goes with, you know, the dark wood, the shingles, all the better building materials. So, I hope you will follow and consider subscribing to the channel to get ready for that. But we do a variety of stuff here, so stay tuned. If I can get into the beta this weekend sometime, will be Age of Empires 4. Because that game is almost out, mind-blowingly enough. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you all have a good weekend, and until I see you again, I've been Adam, this is Ludo History, and have a good night, everyone.